A collection of historic maps of Glasgow spanning the late 16th century to the 1980s has been collated into a book for the first time. Mapping Glasgow is the work of John Moore, who has worked as a librarian at Glasgow University for almost 40 years. And as Marelle Wilson reports, the maps have changed how we look at cities today.
If you look carefully, on every side of the map,
John Moore has spent his 38-year career studying Glasgow. His collection of historic maps of the city, housed at Glasgow University Library, has now been turned into a book.
The idea of the book is actually quite good because you take a map, you discuss not just the map, but what the story is behind the map. And the ones that really appeal to me is where you actually get a little sense of Glasgow from the maps.
Glasgow's Botanic Gardens is one example of a feature of the city which has changed throughout history, and those changes can be tracked through the maps.
The original Botanic Garden was established down in Sandiford, and it was based very much on the work of Thomas Hopkirk of Dalbeth, who was a local plant collector. This is a much bigger site, much more open, and the plant collection was able to develop because of the work of people like Hopkirk and Sir Joseph Hooker.
With advancements in technology, the way we map cities is changing. Experts in data collection say it's the way forward.
Two of the biggest changes in the way that we try to map cities are, firstly, that we do it on a computer these days rather than doing it with a pen and ink, so we can produce maps much more cheaply and quickly. And you can not just create static maps, but also dynamic maps, maps which are like animations or short videos, where you can see how things change over time through the course of a day, perhaps, or different days of the week.
Despite these technological advancements, John feels there is still a place for traditional mapping.
What worries me very much is that in 50 years' time, whether there will be those maps around. I don't know what it is about maps. There's a very happy combination between science and art. So yes, maps are good things.
Marelle Wilson, STV News, Glasgow.